Good evening. We call to order the regular meeting of the West Valley City Council. We note that we do have all council members present and ready to do business. We will begin tonight with an opening ceremony from Councilmember Tom Hill.
Thank you, Mayor, and I would like to invite all of you to stand up and do a legend with us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just checking to see no scouts here tonight. So other elected officials. So we go next to our minutes of July 20th. Need a motion from the council.
Mayor, move for approval of the minutes of July 20th.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The minutes are approved. Next we go to our proclamations. Item 6 on our agenda, a proclamation declaring August as Neighborhood Nights Month. And Councilman Vincent? Yeah, okay.
West Valley City, Utah, proclamation declaring August as Neighborhood Nights Month and August 1st, 2017 as National Night Out 2017 in West Valley City. Whereas West Valley City strives to reinforce the importance of crime prevention awareness in the city, and whereas crime prevention events have been planned throughout the month of August, and whereas the National Association of Town Watch is sponsoring a unique nationwide crime, drug, and violence prevention program on August 1st, 2017 entitled National Night Out, and whereas the 34th Annual Night Out provides a unique opportunity for West Valley City to join forces with thousands of other communities across the country in promoting cooperative police community crime prevention efforts. And whereas police community partnerships and neighborhood safety awareness and cooperation are important themes of the National Night Out program, and whereas the Mayor and City Council of West Valley City do hereby determine it is essential that all citizens of West Valley City be aware of the importance of crime prevention programs and the impact their participation can have on reducing crime, drug, and violence in West Valley City. Now therefore, the Mayor and City Council of West Valley City do hereby proclaim August as Neighborhood Nights Month and August 1st, 2017 as National Night Out 2017 in West Valley City, and encourage residents to participate in the activities taking place throughout the city in the month of August.
Thank you very much. Next we have our public comment period. Individuals can take up to 5 minutes, and I believe we have at least one individual here signed up to speak tonight. And so we'll start that with Kelly Bertosh.
City Council, Mayor. Again, I guess, I'm a voter. I learned a long time ago by a guy, when you guys first become a city, if you remember back, you had 2 elections. First time I didn't vote, and I complained to the big guy, and he looked at me, he said, "Did you vote?" I said, "No." He said, "Then shut your damn mouth, you have no reason to speak." Well, I did vote again, and I voted against you. I never wanted this city. People thought, oh, we're tired of being second-class citizens. Well, you know what? We are second-class citizens to your council members. I've seen that in the last few months of dealing with you. You change your minds left and right. I'm sure you heard me out in the hall last time. I got more action taken care of in the hall than anything so far where you denied even a comment on a safety factor. And for there, I'd like to say thank you to the man back there for the sidewalk commission. Thank you for taking care of that. I got tired of treating people for that. That's all I was trying to tell you. You got a danger zone there, the sidewalk buckled. And you didn't want to hear it. Well, it took me to get out in the hallway to say it before it got brought up. I tried for 3.5 years to talk to somebody on the phone. They didn't want to talk. Just like you guys don't want to hear about the public. And I'm looking each one of you in the eye because every one of you know who spoke. Mr. Vincent, you're the only one last week, or 2 weeks ago, that made a comment, do I have a legal right? Yes, I had people here speaking and hearing in my behalf. And apparently you realize, yes, I do. Do I want to get an attorney and fight you? I'm debating. I'm debating. But you guys in your own world question or say integrity. In your own school of what you practice, integrity. I question some integrities right now. It's a voting election right now. And you know what? I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to see what's being out there right now representing us as a community. I grew up in Hunter, Utah. I'm proud of Hunter. I'm not proud of Worst Valley City. And that's the name it's getting. You say one night against crime, it's going to take a heck of a lot more than one night to take care of the crime that's going on in the city. And then you know who gets involved? People like me. I get involved with things. But you guys in this city don't want to look at public volunteerism. You call it a liability. And that's a shame for you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself because not by providing the public to step up and be volunteers in your city and look at it as a real liability instead of a liability, shame on you. I've saved hundreds of lives besides off from this city because other cities recognize volunteerism. And it's a shame that you guys don't. That's why I'm bitter against more of this city, because I got involved and I got burned by it again. Now, as my notes, as my neighbor questioned me, yes, Mr. Vincent, I do have a legal right, and you brought it up. Thank you for noting that. I appreciate it. Mr. Pyle, the names on those lists, on those phone numbers, or names that got mailed out, you may show them being mailed out. But I can tell you right now, as a next door neighbor to that piece of property, I did not receive any letter, and I'm the main one of the concerns. I'm the main person right there at concerns, along with people across the street. The only way that you can say that we never received letters is if you do those direct post mail, so somebody's signing for them. And I'm not expecting that. But you listen to Gail Warr say she didn't receive it, or her brother, Jerry Davis. I'm wanting to know who's being paid off here. Who's being bought here in this city? Because we have people that already said, we don't want this zoning. And again, it says right here, about questioning the integrity of the council. You know what? That's my job as a citizen here. If I see something that's not working right, by damn, you're going to hear me every 2 weeks here, because I'd be ashamed of myself as a citizen of this fine city to not represent and say what I stand up and feel for. And I also understand there was a comment made, and I don't need to directly who it was, about me talking about we the people because you brought up the Constitution. I brought that same words up in December and January here. So I brought it up before that meeting. So don't laugh at my comments again, Mr. Mayor, and make comments behind my back.
Pardon?
I heard what you said, and the other people heard it, about me making a comment about we the people, after it was already spoke about.
Your time is now up.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I'd like to see your bylaws of how these names are, how you keep changing bylaws. I didn't know you only had one reason to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. We do allow people to come and speak their mind, and we thank you for coming and speaking your mind.
I'll be here again in 2 weeks.
And I think we should, for the public record, clarify one item, and that was when we went back and checked our records, there was reference to the property owner, and that an exception was made to allow them, based upon a verbal item, of not receiving the notification of the meeting. Did I say that right? The reality was that it was not sent out according to our records. Is that correct?
The original hearing had a problem with the notice to the one person who, my memory is, was the property owner.
Well, that's what was said.
You're asking about the,
No, I'm talking about originally why we rescheduled that and brought it back when we had already voted on it. And that was because that, according to our records, we had not sent it out. And we can only rely upon our records. So, legally, we were bound to bring it back. Had we not, then we would have been in violation of actually state law, which requires that we notify property owners. So just a clarification there as to why that was brought back. Now, did I get that correct, Mr. Powell?
my memory, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, and I think that agrees with what we were told previously. Just a clarification on that. Is there anyone else here to speak or make public comments tonight? Okay. Then we go to our city manager. Any additional comments, Mr. Powell, tonight?
No, thanks, sir.
Council members, any additional comments? Then with that, we will go to item 8 on our agenda, which is the ordinance 17-27. This is to enact a part of our municipal city code regarding offensive establishments. This particular one deals with, under state law, that cities can enact ordinances that can compel the owner of any, and I'll read this just because it's interesting, pigsty, privy, barn, corral, sewer, or other unwholesome or nauseous house or place, to then cleanse, abate, or remove the same, and to regulate the location thereof. This is in preparation with many complaints we've received from our citizens. Well, many, I don't know how many, but we have received complaints from citizens about odors in our city, and those come from sometimes outside of our city boundaries. And so this was put in place just to make sure that everything is correct and that we do anticipate regulating to some degree, in some ways, that. And there are many, in fact, some of them that we've brought up more recently within our city, that although we can set ordinances for that certainly this can be applied to. So it looks like a very appropriate thing to do, and with that, to the council.
Mayor, I move for approval of ordinance 17-27.
Second?
We have a motion and a second properly before us. Is there any further discussion on this issue? Seeing none, we'll turn to our city recorder for the roll call vote.
Councilman Vincent?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lang?
Yes.
Councilman Bueller?
Aye.
Councilman Hune?
Aye.
Councilman Christensen?
Yes.
Councilman Nordfeld?
Yes.
And Mayor Bigelow?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Next, we go to resolutions. We start with Resolution 17-125. This is to authorize West Valley City's participation in an organization known as the Western Growth Coalition. That is a number of cities here on the west side of the valley for us to be involved with it. The resolution authorizes the city manager to work on selecting designees that would be ratified by the council, and also to become a member subject to approval of the bylaws. And there are some questions that were raised on the bylaws, some concerns there, since this is, we want to make sure that we're properly represented and have a say in what we go do there, especially since we'll be contributing some funds. With that then, that's the introduction to it, and to the council.
Mayor, I move for approval of resolution 17-125.
Second.
Properly before us, any further discussion? Seeing none, to our city recorder for the vote.
Councilman Nordfeld?
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Bueller, Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Vincent,
Yes.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, Resolution 17-126. This resolution is to authorize the purchase of a Tyco 600 sweeper from Intermountain Sweeper for use by our Public Works Department. The fiscal impact will be $175,400. This is in a normal rotation of replacing these sweepers every 4 years. This is the economical point to be able to replace it, meaning that you wait longer, maintenance costs go up, you get less trade-in, etc. This seems to be the optimum trade-in point, where we trade in our old one and get a new one. With that, introduction then, pretty routine, we replace it every 4 years to the council.
Mayor, I move for approval of Resolution 17-126.
Second.
Properly before us, any further discussion? Seeing none, to our city recorder.
Councilman Vincent,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfeld,
Yes.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Next, we have Resolution 17-127. This is authorization to purchase a boom flail mower for our trackless municipal tractor for use by the Public Works Department. We bought a new type of tractor. This one will allow some work for this, and it says to clear the snow on the, because it fits it, and to sweep the streets. Is that right?
The new attachment will help them cut weeds in the ditches, the other.
Oh, that's
purpose of
right,
their
the
ditch.
ditches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. It talked about the snow here, so, but why we're talking about that in the middle of July, I don't know. But for cutting weeds, it's very critical, so thank you, Mr. Pyle. So that will take and reach into areas where we currently cannot take our equipment, because this is an arm that reaches out and can angle down and cut those hard-to-reach areas along ditch banks, as I understand, as you mentioned. That will cost $34,900, that attachment, with that introduction then to the council.
Mayor, I move for approval of Resolution 17-127.
Second?
Properly before us, any further discussion? Seeing none, to our city recorder.
Councilman Nordfeld,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Vincent,
Yes.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay. That concludes our regular agenda. Any final comments from the council? Seeing none, one final motion.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Passes unanimously. We are adjourned.